So let's talk about how to manage access to your Google Ads account. Now, to get to where you manage access to start with, just sign into your account and then go down here to admin. When you click on admin, you'll see this access and security option. If you click on that, it's going to pull up the access and security features here where you can share access. You'll be able to see all the people that have user access in your account. Now, there's one quick thing to note. There's different types of access. There's users and then there's managers. Users are going to be internal users, like people in your company, right? People that you trust predominantly. And then managers are going to be like agencies. So like a advertising agency like mine would use manager access to request the ability to access a client's account, and it kind of protects the client from, like when we have manager access, we can't really see billing information or change. We can't remove admins from the account. It kind of like keeps things secure. But more importantly than that is, if you had add a user here in your account, Google is basically seeing them as like an owner of the account. And so if the person you add as a user, say it's like some agency overseas or something, and they're doing all sorts of shady stuff in other accounts, if you add them as an admin in here and they're also an admin in another account that's violating Google Ads policies, you can actually get your account suspended because Google thinks that they're basically using your account to do shady stuff as well. And so adding them as a manager will protect you from issues with having your account suspended, and you really don't want to deal with account suspensions. It's not a lot of fun. So I'm sure you could agree. Now, once you're in here, let's say you want to add, you hired internally a marketing manager and you're going to have them help you out with your Google Ads. You could just come in here and click this plus sign, which is going to open up a page that looks like this, where you can put their email address in here and then select what user role you want to give them. So most likely it's going to be standard, maybe admin if it's like a business partner or somebody else who you want to be able to own the account essentially. Standard is going to give people access to do pretty much everything except for edit users and link products and add managers, which is what we were just talking about up here. And there may be some instances where you just want them to be able to kind of read and see what's going on but not make any changes. And then maybe for your accountant, you want to give them billing access but nothing else. And then email only it's really just going to send them like updates about what's going on, so you can it's kind of like adding a subscriber via email so they can get info about what's happening in the account. In most cases, you're going to add people with read-only, standard, admin, sometimes maybe billing access. But you basically just add their email address in here, choose the role you want to give them, click send invitation. Once you do that, you'll see them show up here. It'll have like the access level that you've given them, which you can hover over to kind of see what they have the ability to do. It'll say when it's going to expire. So you can actually set the access to expire at a certain period of time. So maybe you just want it to expire in a year from now. You can definitely do that. Their email account type, which is just like, if it's a business or a personal email, essentially. The authentication method, not something you really need to worry about usually. You can see who invited the person, when they were added. And then you have the ability to remove access right here as well. And so if you have somebody that you added in and you don't want them to be in the account anymore, you can just come over here and click remove access, and that's going to remove them from your account. And then there's also, like we were talking about before, up here there's the manager role, the managers. And if we head on over to the managers tab, there's not really anything you can do here other than accept, decline, and remove managers from your account. So the way that manager access works is an agency like mine will request your Google Ads ID number. So we'll ask, hey, can you give me your Google Ads ID number? I'm going to put it in my account, request access to your account, etc., etc. And then we'll go into our agency account, it's called a manager account, and we'll put your ads ID number in there, and it's going to send you a request. It's called a link request. That's going to show up here under managers. Up at the top you'll see like, hey, Missoula SEO Geek is requesting to link to your account. And then from there you can accept or decline. And it's pretty straightforward. So if we accept it, it's just going to say, hey, Missoula SEO Geek is requesting access. Do you want to grant access? We can just say grant access. Then it's going to have us do two-factor authentication here. So we're going to need to confirm real quick. And then it'll say, thanks for verifying. You're good to go. And then we can finally click grant access here. So now we can see that there is a manager account linked here. And so this manager account will be able to access our account and help us run ads, theoretically, in this case, right? And then at some point, maybe you want to remove the manager from your account. Pretty straightforward, just click remove access. And then it's going to pop open a window saying, are you sure you want to unlink? And then it will tell you whether it's going to cause any issues when you unlink the account. In this case, it's not going to do anything really, so we'll just unlink it. And now that manager has been removed from the account. Pretty straightforward process. The last thing here is there's this security tab. And if we head over there, you'll see that there's a couple different things, like two-step verification. It's probably good to have that on. There's identity verification. But the thing that trips people up a lot of times is this allowed domains. So when you go to add a user in your users area here, just like we were showing right here. So maybe we want to do like example at gmail.com. When we go to try and add this user, it's going to say this email address is not allowed because of the allowed domains. To make changes to your security settings to allow this domain to be added. And so if we come back to these security settings up here, we can go to the allowed domains and type in gmail.com and then click save. And now we can add in users who have a Gmail account into our account so that they can access the account. So just a quick tip, because that does trip people up a lot of times. They're like, I can't add you as a user, what's going on? They're not really aware of the fact that there's this hidden tab up here for security where you need to come over and make sure that you have this Gmail account as an allowed domain. I'm just going to remove that for now because we don't really need that in this account. But that's basically it. So I hope that you found this helpful. If there's anything you did have questions about in terms of how to manage access to your Google Ads account, don't hesitate to reach out. Just drop your questions in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to them there. Look, if you're the type of person that just doesn't even want to deal with Google Ads anymore, then you can always reach out to me. My company is Missoula SEO Geek. I'll leave a link to my website down below, but we do manage Google Ads for different companies in different industries, and you can come learn about what we do, what makes us unique. You can even read some of the testimonials from some businesses that we've taken from 0 to over $1 million in revenue, like this one here. And really just see that, this is the type of thing that's going to explode your business growth. So feel free to reach out. You can always give us a call or contact us through our website, and look forward to working with you.